We're perfect human beings. But we can be better people. This is Jim Daniels. Today we're going to talk about being a champion in your life. I'm not talking about winning or losing. I'm talking about being a champion. I'm talking about losing and getting back up, because that's what's going to build your character. That is what's going to define you. Getting back up, being a champion. Let's go. Let's be amazing. Let's be a champion. I'm going to show you how. Being a champion is what has defined great people. Being a winner, that's when you execute the mechanics right. You know, you execute the mechanics and you come out on top. Being a champion is when you execute to the best of your knowledge and you lose. That loss is what's going to push you forward. That loss is what's going to cause you to look deeper inside yourself to become better. You see, a champion is always moving forward. No matter if they win or lose, they're always moving forward. And people around them see that. So they get so comfortable with your abilities because they know it doesn't matter. You're still going to move forward. How would you like to be around someone who, it doesn't matter what happens, you are going to get something out of them that you can use? That's what a champion gives you. That's what a champion gives you. You know, that's why in basketball games they play the best out of 7. Because you know what happens? They're going to lose 1 or 2 games, but they're going to come back and maybe win the next 2. See that? They had to lose in order to get better in a short period of time and be better. You can do that in your life. I believe that we all are champions, and we need to be champions. You can be amazing, and you can be an amazing champion in your life. All you have to do is get up. I don't care where you're at, how you got there, get up. I will help you get up. Get up. That's all it takes, is getting up. Let's go. Let's get up. Let's do it together. Be amazing. Come on. Everyone has a champion in them. All we have to do is believe that we're champions. You see, what happens is we might fall down, but we don't get up all the time. Getting back up is the most important part of being a champion. Life is going to deal you a couple of hands where you're going to lose. And you're supposed to lose because you're supposed to learn more. But if those failures keep you on the floor and you're not getting back up, then you're not being a champion. And another problem is society has made it easy for us not to get up. We have to get back up. You have to get back up. I don't care where you're at or how you got there. I don't care how far down, how long you've been there. It doesn't matter. Get back up. You're a champion. Get back up. If you have nothing, that's amazing because you don't have anything to lose. Get back up. Figure out what you want. Figure out the path you need to be on. Get back up and get back on the path. Success is chasing you. You're not chasing success. You understand? Success needs you to be successful. Because attached to your success, and I've said this a million times before, is 1,000 other success stories. Right now, there's 1,000 other people waiting to be successful through your success. You are very important, and it's important for you to be a champion. It's important for you to fail, because every time you fail, people learn from your failure, and they become better, and they become champions. And when they see you fail, they realize, wow, everyone does fail. And when you get back up, 100 other people get back up, because they're like, if they can get back up, I can get back up. You see what I'm talking about? It's a house of cards. Your success is amazing. You're amazing. Get back up. Come on. I will help you. I will walk you through it. I will give you every example of falling down I can find. But get back up. I know you can do that. Get back up. Let's be amazing. I've had friends who have been diagnosed with cancer, incarcerated for long periods of times, lost loved ones. I even had a friend who lost a child. And the most amazing thing is that they were down. I mean, they were down. I mean, when you see and hear grown men crying their soul out, and then 2 months later you see them opening up a business, it does something, because what you're seeing is the human spirit in action. You see that emotional response, and then you see this powerful tsunami of self-confidence and self-assurance. And I say self because a lot of these things that happen are so personal and intimate, you can't explain it to anyone. There are things that cause you to hit the deck that is so powerful and that attacks you at your core that you can't explain to anyone. You can't explain how hurt you are. You can't explain how heavy your body is. You can't explain how the grief is sitting on you like a 2-ton elephant. You can't explain that. But people will understand that you're hurting. And when you get back up out of that, when you really get back up, I think that's the most beautiful, most amazing example of being a human that you could ever show. Especially if you have kids and something happens and you're down, you lose your job, or you get a divorce and you're down and your kids are watching you, and all of a sudden you wake up one day and you get back up, and then those kids see that and they say, wow, I'm gonna be like that. I don't care what happens, I'm never going to stop. That's the power of being a champion. That's the power of getting back up. I've been down, and I've been in a place where you're so down, dying will take too much effort. All you want to do is just waste away. And then something happens and that human spirit kicks in, and all you need is an hour of self-confidence, an hour of saying, you know what, I'm here for a reason, everything is working for me, all I need to do is get up. And I'm telling you, let's get up. Get up. Get up. Put your favorite song on, turn it up loud, get up. You can do that. Get up. Once you get up, everything is going to fall into place. Get up. Everything that happens to you is trying to make you better and successful. All right, I'm going to say this. Anything that's negative or any obstacle that gets in your way, man-made. There are no natural obstacles. You see what I'm saying? The universe will never ever put an obstacle in front of you. Any obstacle that gets in front of you, man-made. In saying that is this: when you dig deep and your only companion is the universe and that positive forward energy that you feel, if you partner with that energy and just keep going forward with it, you will be a champion. And those little fails and falls, that means that you've gotten to the edge of what you know, and now you have to move forward into the unknown, but you'll get better. And once you move forward, you never have to move back, and you keep doing that. So that's excitement. That's the, I don't know, like you're jumping out of a plane and you're like, I don't know where I'm going to land, but I know two things. This is exciting. I'm moving forward, and when I get to the ground, things are going to be better. People are going to see a different me. And every time you move forward, you're going to be a different you. And that champion that's inside of you will keep getting up and get used to learning from the mistakes. And man, you'll fine-tune your life in that connection to your life. It will be such a tight connection that it'll almost be a reflex to get back up, to learn, to be better. So come on, get back up. Let's be a champion. Anything that goes wrong in your life is man-made. The universe wants you to move forward in a successful, positive manner. It does. All you got to do is dig deep and have the courage and self-assurance that you can get back up. I don't care if it's one knee at a time. I don't care if you do where you put your hands out first and then you sit back on your legs. It doesn't matter, as long as you start getting back up. You know, when you get used to winning, what happens is you think that's all there is. And when you think that's all it is, you become attached to winning, which is a trap. Because if you're attached to winning, you'll never try anything different, or you'll never try anything more difficult, because you're so attached to winning that failure sounds like it would be a disaster. And also, people around you will get used to you winning, and they will also feed that arrogance, that winning arrogance. So now, instead of focusing on being better, you're just focusing on winning. And you're the same person, and you keep winning. That's not a champion. A champion is going to take on the opponent that may be better. A champion is going to take on the task that might be bigger. A champion is going to take on a role at work, or go back to school and learn something that they've never thought they could learn. A champion is going to fail a test because they just didn't know, but they'll take the test over again and get a C or a B. You see what I'm saying? A champion is going to keep going into a place where they're not comfortable, but when they come out of that place, they're better. You know, they understand their own flaws and their own characteristics that didn't work out. Hold on. So just now we had to stop shooting. There was a young kid crying, maybe 2 or 3, and there was a parent not parenting. Just because you're a parent doesn't make you a good parent. The act of parenting is very important to being a parent. And when you hear something like that, and you hear a child screaming or yelling, you actually can hear anxiety and anguish at a certain level when a kid is screaming. And if you're a parent who's used to parenting, it stops you in your tracks. So that's what just happened. We had to stop and wait for it to pass, and also regroup, because that's hard to hear. It's violent. It's hard to hear. But we're gonna talk about parenting in the next segment that we do, because I think it's an important part of being a human being, and it's an important part of being a good human being, a good person. Most of us are affected by good parenting and bad parenting. So, it was a technical difficulty, but for me, it was more of a emotional thing that just caught me off guard. So, all right, we're gonna roll back into being a champion in your life, because I know there's a lot of champions out there, and all you need to know is that the universe wants you to be an amazing champion. The universe doesn't care how hard you hit the ground. It wants you to get back up. And when you get back up, it's going to be so forgiving. It's going to pick you up. It's going to help you get up. And guess what? I don't know how you fell the last time, but you will never fall that way again, because you're better now. You've moved past it. See, that's the one thing about fear. You only have to do fear once. Once you get past it, it's history. It's the past. It's routine now. Being a champion is 99% internal. You have to take accountability for your flaws. First thing, 100% of people on earth have flaws. Everyone has flaws. Everyone has flaws. If you meet a person who comes off perfect, that's probably their flaw, is that they're not being an honest human being. Everyone has flaws. Then there's two types of people with flaws. People who don't take accountability for their flaws, and people who take accountability for their flaws. The ones who take accountability for their flaws, they get better. They get better and they move forward. The ones who don't never get a chance to get those pearls and those keys that they need to unlock those doors. You see, when you confront your flaw internally, what you're getting is a golden key, because once you figure out what that flaw is and where it came from and how it's affecting your life, you can turn the door, walk through that door, and leave that flaw behind. Everyone has flaws, and I don't care how severe that flaw has affected you. Getting back up and working through that flaw is what's going to make you a champion. Like I said, I need you to be a champion in order for me to be a champion. There are people around you that you don't know who will be affected by you getting back up. If you had a business that went under and you know why it went under, well, guess what? You will never make that same mistake again. So now it's almost as if you start that business again, you almost have this amazing safeguard. If you're in a relationship that ended and you know why it ended, and you confront the reason why it ended, you'll never make that mistake in relationships again. Don't just write off relationships. Get back up. Get back up. And when you get back up and you get into another relationship, it's going to be amazing. Because now you're going to have that safeguard that you know when something's about to happen that you don't want to happen, and you won't have to do the same mistake again because you've already done it. If you have a job and you lost your job and they give you a reason why, guess what? Your next job, you will never make that mistake again if you confront that flaw. See, that's it about champions. Champions hit the ground hard. They hit the ground hard and it stuns them because they never expected it, but they get back up in light of that heaviness. And it's a heaviness. Like I said, I have friends and family that were incarcerated, gotten sick, healthy people, healthy on Monday, extremely sick on Friday. For 3 years they've been sick. Then they get better, but they aren't able to get back up because they were on the ground too long. I understand, and I understand the heaviness and the gravity of hitting the deck, of failing. Don't let outside chatter talk you out of getting back up. Don't let outside chatter talk you into laying down and staying there. You see, a lot of times what happens is people who know you and who are close to you will see you fall, and they have such emotions and affection for you, they never want to see it happen again, so they tell you to play it safe. And they talk you into playing it safe for them, not for you. See, that they want you to play it safe because they don't want to see you fall again. But they don't understand that falling is part of you getting back up and being a champion. So the people that love you are sometimes not the best tools when it comes to being a champion. That's why I said earlier, being a champion is 99% internal. You have to get back up. In spite of what's going on, get back up. Be amazing. I think you're amazing. You hear the child? That's a good sound. When the child's excited, that's a good sound. What happened earlier was the total opposite, and I had goosebumps when I heard that child cry. But hearing a child happy, it erases everything. Being a champion is an amazing feeling. Being a champion is what life is. You know, being a champion is what life is. Getting back up, falling, getting back up, and just owning what got you down there. Own it. It's fine. Everyone has flaws. Everyone can't win all the time. If you're expected to win all the time, then that's a trap. If there's someone in your life that expects you to win all the time, that's a trap, and it's more reflection on them than it is on you. See, when a person tries to project something on you that's impossible, what they're trying to do is conquer their own personal fears through you. And I've talked about this. Do not let someone piggyback your life. One thing is too heavy for you, and two, you will lose yourself. You champion your life, you be a champion. You be amazing. You be amazing. Get up. I don't care how long you've been down there, get up. Everyone knows you're amazing. All they're waiting for you to do is get up. There are a whole host of other people that will follow you and help you when you get back up. All right? Any obstacles, any problems that come up, man-made. That positive feeling of self-assurance and self-confidence, that's the universe telling you, if you get up, I'm going to help you. So let's be amazing. Let's do it. Get up. Come on. Let's go. Get up. Good personal experience. I worked in medicine for a long time. I came to New York to to work with better people and to work with renowned surgeons. And I was working in this facility, and we were specialized, and it was amazing. And I had an amazing job, and I was making the most money I've ever made in my life. And I was like, yeah. And something happened in administration, and it was a president change, and they came and they wiped out the whole department. They fired all of us. Okay, so I went from making the most money I've ever made, having the best job I've ever made for 1 year, and within a Friday, wiped away. When I say wiped away, doors locked, nothing works, you have to go to human resources to pick up your last check kind of thing. I was floored. I was so specialized that I had to move to Washington to find another job. And for a week, I sat down. Okay, I laid down. Because I hadn't prepared to be knocked down like that. At some point, I was like, there's not many of me doing what I do. So I got up and I was like, oh wow. So I contacted all the people that we used to do work for. Since our department's gone, there's no one doing what we did. So I started a business doing what we did, and I didn't know what I was doing. And in the first week, I signed on 10 people. And then I had 20 people by the end of the month. And then I realized at 6 months, I had the same amount of people that the whole center had. And I was like, wow. And I was self-employed, and I was working 2.5 days a week for 4 years and making triple what I was making when I thought I was making as much money as I ever made before. And I was like, wow. All I had to do was just get up. I got up, I made one phone call, and it seemed like everything fell into place. When I say fell into place, it was I was getting phone calls and emails from renowned doctors who needed my services, and all I did was just get back up and show up. That's all I did. The other people had gotten fired, told me I couldn't do it, that the doctors would never hire me because they didn't want to cause conflict. But you know what? It's funny. They were afraid to get up. But I got up, and I'm telling you, get up. If you don't have an idea what you're gonna do, I tell you what, the first part of any idea is to get up. I am doing this to help you get up. Once you get up, you might not ever need me again, because getting up is like pushing that rock downhill. Once you get that rock moving, you don't have to push anymore. As long as you stay in the path that's cut for you, you will be amazing. You will go forward, and you will have so much momentum. Falling down will almost be entertaining, because you'll be like, why did I think of that? And you'll get back up, and it'll be exciting, and you'll meet a new group of people who are also moving and getting up and falling down, and you'll get a new crowd of people around you, and it'll almost be as if you have a new life. The human spirit is unshakable. All you have to do is believe that and know it. And when a person like me, who has fallen so many times and getting back up, actually I think one time I fell and a girlfriend picked me up. But the human spirit's amazing. And the only reason I'm doing this is because I want you to be amazing. I want you to get up. I want us to get up, and I want us to move forward. I want us to move forward into the next phase of what we're doing now. You know, what we're doing now is an amazing thing, but let's go further. Let's see where we can go. You know, you keep doing this, you keep working with me, I'll keep working with you, and we'll be amazing. And maybe when the curtain closes, you know, this will be something. This will be something. You know, we're all human beings, and we're all amazing individuals. And I think you're amazing. Let's be amazing. Let's go.
I told you, it's for you guys. Listen, you jump. You don't walk, you don't teeter on the edge, you jump. That's the way to do it. That's the way to get down to the ground and keep running. Don't let nothing mess up your momentum. First you hit the ground. You hit the ground, you keep going. Let's be amazing, people. Let's go. That was it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right.